had a relationship with Sidchrome now for about 12 years, and they've been tool suppliers to Team Bray. We've got a bunch of new products that we're bringing out over the next year or two. You can't hand a man a grand of span, and that's where we're heading now, Sidchrome all the way.
And you cannot hand a man a grander drag racer either, folks. Please welcome to Sidchrome TV, the king of Aussie drag racing, Victor Bray, everyone. Wow. The crowd's gone mad, Victor.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Mate, you're in Adelaide on the brink of something that's going to be way cool. Drag racing finally comes back to Adelaide. Yeah,
it's amazing. It's been 10 or 11 years now since we're here, and I've come past a couple of times at the functions, gone out the track and felt a bit sad, but Reno, a local fellow, Reno Defonso's actually put a big effort in. He's got all the Doorslammers back here, a couple of hundred local entrants as well. So we're really looking forward to getting out there and see what the track is. We went and inspected the track today, me and Ben and the crew, and he's done a really good job. He's brightened the place up, he's made the grass, got it all clean, and the best part of it, he's got all the walls up for us. He's got that track, that race track, that bit of bitumen that we want to go fast on, looking really good.
Because that's the critical part, isn't it? I mean, effectively, the drag strip is the pitch in the Ashes, isn't it? If that's not right, you guys can't get the show done.
Yeah, Adelaide's always been renowned for having a great racing service and great weather, so we always loved coming here years and years ago. A little bit short in the braking area, got a few of the nerves up as you went down to the top end sometime, but all in all, the track's always been really good. Well, it's been resurfaced, and it's actually never ever been raced on since then.
Ooh, cherry.
So to prepare a surface that's never had the bitch, never had the rubber on it, is very, very difficult. Luckily, they hold the Gazanats here, and we've got some rubber on the start line.
Now let's have a look at some vintage vision here of you. This is back in '94 at Eastern Creek Raceway. What do you remember about this?
That's Jim Campos. There was 2 touring Americans that year. Used to do it all the time in the glory days of drag racing here in Australia. Right in the middle of my career, I had an awful lot of fun in them days. These guys were hot shots in the United States. They come over here, and me and Zap and Kapiris and a few others, we whipped them and sent them home again. So they got what they deserved.
I remember hearing a super sedan driver from Newcastle many years ago say there's 3 things he didn't like about Americans. They're overpriced, overrated, and they're over here. Look at this vision. Great crowds. We're expecting something like this in Adelaide this weekend, I would think.
Yeah, I've been at the Adelaide track when they've had close to 20,000 people there, and believe me, it's full. It is full at 20,000. I think we're going to see that this weekend, and he's done such a great job up there of all the stands and stuff, and I think they're going to see some real action.
Now this, of course, some beautiful shots there. Wow, Peter Kapiris, the Batmobile, sweet looking car.
Yeah.
Isn't Doorslammer racing, the last 5 or 6 years really has just gone mental.
It's taken off because the competition level's really raised. Like 5 or 6 years ago, or say 10 years ago, we were looking at top fuel dragsters, like nitro burning dragsters. They were running, 550s and stuff like that around, 250, 260 mile an hour. Peter Kapiris ran 580 at 256 mile an hour the other day, and Zap and Judd both run 570. So the Doorslammers, since we've been in Adelaide, the Doorslammers are now going as fast as the fuel cars were before we came. It's just amazing.
And what I love most about it, we're looking at some great shots here of your Sidchrome 57 Chevy, is the sport really, from a Doorslammer point of view, has really meshed. Like you've gone out on your own now, you're starting to run a lot of country events regionally. Mildura was a huge event, and that's really typical of where you're going. You're taking the sport to the masses.
Yeah, the Doorslammers really lend themselves to that, though. It gets a bit scary down there when you're on race tracks out in the country, not quite prepared. But going to the track the first year, everyone's sort of feeling them out. Second year, tracks are really great. Local council, community getting behind us. It's been working out really well. And the guys are melding well. There's a lot of good guys in Doorslammer right now. And, we're getting out there. The competition level is very, 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 very strong.
How long have you been doing this?
30 or so years, so they tell me.
So they tell you?
So they tell me.
How much longer will you do it?
I don't know, leave that up to the big fella upstairs, mate. It's his choice. I'll keep going while I can, while I'm still enjoying it, while I can still creak my way in and out of that car. I used to be able to jump in and out one day real fast, but many years ago, but now she takes a bit of effort. But no, I still love it, still enjoy it, still love the competition level, still love driving the cars, still love the burnout cars, and still love having fun. So I just never grew up and hope I don't have to.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of seconds spent on racetracks. What still lights your fire?
When you drop the clutch in these things, they're wild. I mean, the burnouts are just great fun, but when you're revving these things up on the start line, you've got the revs at 6,500 revs, the engine's making like 3,500, 4,000 horsepower, and when you drop that clutch, that could go dead straight down the track on a 5 or a 6 second run, or it could do something that you don't want it to do. So, and it does about both the same, 50-50. So, look, they're just great cars. They're totally unpredictable Doorslammers. That's why the drivers that drive them love them. You know, the funny cars, dragsters, you know, they have a good reputation of going straight down the racetrack. Doorslammers are all over the place. They've got suspension, big power, and that's what we love about the fact that these things are wild. And when you get a run in, get a good, smooth, fast run in, there's nothing like it.
Talking about what goes through your mind when you're doing that kind of stuff, I've often wondered what's going through your mind when we're doing burnouts. And if you happen to get onto YouTube and sort of type in Victor Bray, all sorts of interesting things come up, including this, a very cool little piece put together by Sidchrome. Check this out. What goes through Victor and Ben Bray's mind when they're doing burnouts?
You know, I've always wondered what goes through the minds of the Brays when they're doing their burnouts. Now, Ben, I know, has this very complex strategy.
Round and bloody round and bloody round and bloody round and bloody round.
Whereas Victor empties his mind completely.
Where's that brake? Oh, there it is, that one. Whoa, geez, I did it again. Is that something burning? Something's definitely burning.
Oh, donut, and another one, and another one, oh, and a bloody another one.
I mean, whatever they're thinking about's got to be pretty deep.
Milk, bread, cornflakes.
That's the way I do it, riding in my big red car.
Self-raising flour, sauce, cheese sticks, chicken breasts.
211, 212. Oh, finally finished.
Now, thanks to you,
Oh, shit.
my almost
Dizzy.
5-year-old son will be walking around
Shouldn't
all day going, bloody round, bloody round. The burnout thing was something that you really pioneered in many respects, well over a decade ago. You saw a niche in the market that thought people love burnouts. You built an unbelievable car. I remember when it was just basically matte black. You brought it to Newcastle Speedway for the Nationals. That's what it's evolved to these days. How many shows a year do you do?
We cut it back a bit. We used to do like 25 or 30. We go to a lot of car shows, a lot of regional shows. Probably back at about 12 or 15 now. The thing is that the reason the burnout cars came around, we're taking our actual drag cars with all the falling suspension and the Heim joints, we're taking them to local drag strips and stuff and doing burnouts in them. And, you know, it just wasn't great. You know, sitting there doing donuts in it one day in your $1 million engine and all your suspension, your lightweight chassis, and then the next weekend you're taking it 250 mile an hour down a drag strip. Not kosher, so we built the drag cars, and while we're going we put radiators in them, drop the compression a little bit, and they can drive around. We use about 200 litres of fuel to go around Bathurst and burn up a set of tyres, but only if you nurse them.
You and nursing don't really go together, do they?
You got to look after them to get round there once, mate. You look after them.
Speaking of looking after them, you look after them with the best tools in the market from your perspective. Sidchrome Tools have been on board now for a while.
Yeah, Sidchrome's been on board for about 10 or 11 years on the team as a product supplier, and last year they wanted to really start pushing the brand back into the marketplace, so yeah, I was lucky enough to be there at the right time. We put a proposal in, and yeah, we've got a program now that's working quite well for us and quite well for the brand. And I mean, you know, my grandfather, my father, my grandfather, my uncles, that's all we ever used, so you know, it's fantastic that I can get a chance to promote the brand that probably the only spanner I've ever used.
You know, it's interesting too, I was talking to your lovely wife Marie, who's been around through this whole madness right from the start. She was saying that you've got a stack of grandkids these days. What do you like as a granddad?
Yeah, I don't know, I'd have to say probably the best granddad you could possibly be.
Can you sit still long enough?
Yeah, no, they're good. They're all terrors. They always attack me and all the rest of it. You know, grandfathers do what grandfathers do, and it's great. You know, I really enjoy it and enjoy the family life at home and the farm life at home. I'm very, very lucky in that respect.
My granddad had a pool table and an old Merc, and that was his toys that used to blow my mind as a little grandkid. Imagine what your grandkids are like, the toys that Granddad's got in his shed.
Yeah, if I'm not driving them around in a car or taking them for running a golf buggy or Benny's taking them for a burn down the road on a motorbike, they're not happy. So they like the sound of the noise, they like jumping in the cars, they like having fun. My oldest grandson, he's 15 now, he's been drag racing now for a few years.
Yep.
And he races a junior dragster. I've got another one just starting now. I've got my oldest female granddaughter, she's actually driving a junior dragster as well. So
had to happen.
Well, I thought they might have found something else to do, like golf, cricket, tennis, something that makes millions of dollars. Because I've spent my life spending millions of dollars. But
how much fun have you had?
Nah, good. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a real lot of fun. You know, a lot of good highs. Been a lot of plays. Like any motorsport, a lot of lows in amongst it all. You know, with friends and incidents that happen all through the thing. And you know, the problem with all motorsports, I've always said, is two problems: is the danger involved and paying for it.
Which way did that order come with that one? Is it the same way you said it? Or?
About the same. The level pegging.
Mate, Adelaide's on this weekend. It's going to be a monster. It's so good to have you back in Adelaide. I know you're pumped. The Sidchrome boys are going to be working on those spanners. Good luck for a massive weekend.
It's great, mate. We're looking forward to it. Like I say, the Reno, the local fella's done a fantastic job. Everyone, he said, I want some Doorslammers to come down here. Well, about 16 or 20 said, we're coming back to Adelaide. Drag racing's back. We're coming back. Reno says only 180 is this time. I'll take the whole 16 next time.
Very, very nice. We're going to leave in a moment with a driving tip, thanks to Victor Bray and Ben Bray as well. In the meantime, folks, put your hands together and thank the legend of Aussie drag racing, Victor Bray.
Thank you.
Let's take a driving tip from Victor and Ben Bray as we go out on Sidchrome TV.
G'day yous, it's Stan here and I'm absolutely stoked to be at the Team Bray marquee, and Victor Bray and Ben Bray themselves, the actual Brays, have agreed to give me a driving lesson. I don't even have a licence. I've never had a driving lesson. No one in my family's had a driving lesson. No one I know has had a driving lesson. And I'm getting it from the masters.
Righto, Stan, we're ready to go. Check your mirrors.
There's no mirrors.
Can you see straight ahead through that screen?
I can't see anything past the freaking supercharger.
Good, ready to go.
All right, so where do you place your hands to start with?
10 and 2.
But what about when you're racing?
Oh, like that?
No, not like that.
No,
how do you steer?
Like this and like that.
How do you change gears?
Like that.
See, now you're confused. You're going to crash.
I am. Am I?
Yeah.
That's confident. What about indicating?
Indicating who to?
The other drivers.
There's only one other driver, mate. He's the guy in the other lane.
Right. Okay.
He's already busy, buddy.
Okay.
Righto, Stan. Now, once you stopped, you won the race, you get out of the car, what do you do next?
You get out and you get your fists and you go, hey!
Excellent.
Yeah.
What a student.
Sweet.